There we are. Hi, guys. How are we? So, this evening, I know I'm a little bit earlier than normal. I hope that's a shadow. That was a weird shadow. Anyway, here I am. Here you are. I'm doing mediumship readings this evening. I happen to look at my guest list. I only have 4 spots left. So if you guys want to get on my reading list, you might do it really quickly. If you guys have never watched me do mediumship reads, I used to do them every week. I'm going to try to start doing that again because I know you guys like them very much. Very much. You like them very much? You like them. Words are fun today. Okay. So let's kind of get right into it, I guess. Yeah. So on my guest list, I have Miss Deborah Wardlaw first. Let's see here. Why is it doing the things it's doing? Okay. I don't know. Yeah. I have Deborah, Lisa, Courtney, Lorianne, and Andrea. And then I'll get on to my regular list. So, like I said, I only had 4 left. If you guys have never watched me do mediumship readings, I start off using my cards. So yeah. So Miss Deborah, I see that you're there on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. No. So it took a second for me to kind of, I'm just going to explain it this way because it's the way it's coming out of my face. It took me a second to wade through the people. And this one doesn't really want to chat much with me, but that's fine. Okay, so right off the bat, they're drawing 2 cards apiece, which is usually something kind of interesting. So they're drawing 2 cards apiece. So 2 cards apiece, especially what they're pulling is a very dualistic person. So I have a feeling that, well, I don't have a feeling. I can see this person made a major shift in their life. Okay. Apparently, they had kind of an interesting path going on. This is someone who at one point in their life was very, very ambitious, kind of short-sighted when it came to other people. Doesn't mean that they were an asshole, but I think that they just forgot about things because I don't feel like this person's an ass. But the other aspect of them, so on one side they had that very ambitious, very focused on their own goals. But then on the other side of that, there's a shift here in life where they start focusing on family. They start focusing on friends. They start focusing on fixing the wrongs that they've done. There's a huge shift in this person's life. I don't know if this is an illness, an accident, losing somebody. They had a major awakening in their life because everything here and the feeling that I get from this person is them making this change and being able to adapt throughout it. They're a very, very hard person. They were haunted by some stuff. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So this person in general, this is absolutely a very masculine person, a very male, solid male energy. And when I said that, it's like I feel like I need to straighten my shoulders up, pull my shoulders back, like hold my shoulders up. So this person, this man is extremely, extremely proud. Um, he had a lot of things that he did earlier in life that really haunted him all the way through. He tried to change and do things differently. And I think he did. I think he made an amazing shift in his life. But at the same time, he was really haunted by a lot of the things that were done in his younger life. Some of the other things here are that this person did not have a very good childhood. They had a very, very rough, very hard. Well, I say rough. It's one of those childhoods where you don't really get to be a kid. It's working continually. Um, so that's part of why they were able to adapt throughout their whole life. So as I'm tuning in, I see it's like the darker blue work shirt with, and the lapels come out to about here. So I'm going to say that this is probably a late 70s work shirt, maybe early 80s. But it's not nylon, maybe polyester, I don't know, but it's a work shirt. Kind of, the Dickies work shirts that they have the lapels that come out like that. That's the shirt I'm seeing. For some reason, I'm feeling it more than I'm seeing, and I don't understand that, but it's something. The material is interesting. It's an interesting feeling. I feel like it's flame retardant for some reason, because I feel like it's flame retardant. He had I feel like there's something here. He had a very interesting job, kind of a dangerous job. So I'm curious, Deborah, Air Force. Okay. Um, I job wise in with this uniform, like when I concentrate on the shirt, when I concentrate on the blue, um, there's a big aspect of danger there. There's a big aspect of danger. So if I make a wrong move, if I make a wrong step, it's not just me that gets hurt, it's other people. Do you understand that? Well, I mean, Air Force wise, it could be if you know somebody's in the Air Force, but like that's what I'm seeing is that blue shirt. Um, okay, so you know who it is. Okay. What is up with the job thing? So for those of you guys on TikTok, and I know you can't see the comments on YouTube, she said, "Oh my God, that would be my dad." What is up with the job thing? Because I feel like he's in a leadership position here because he's really worried. He's not worried about himself as much as he's worried about other people. Okay. So was this in Korea, or was it? I'm watching her comments on YouTube, guys. Sorry. Vietnam. Okay. So let me, now you know who this is. Let me pull. So he keeps going back to that feeling about protecting other people. I don't know what's up with the chest. I can't breathe. It's like my whole chest it just hurts. It's just heavy. I'm trying to get him to go backwards a little bit so I can give you something else. I have no idea what car this is, but I'm going to describe it to you, and hopefully you know what it is, or you have a picture or something. He showed me a green. He was he was killed on a wreck. Okay. Um, he showed me a green car. So this green is this like deep, beautiful, like emeraldy green color. I mean, I guess the way my mind makes it more emeraldy green, but I guess it would be more, no, it's kind of an emerald. It's a deeper green. He's really proud of this specific color. Like I have to get it just right. But I don't know what card this is. Okay. A car. Because it's got, and some of you car buffs, maybe you do know. Okay. He keeps showing me that. Okay. So I keep seeing fins, but for some reason I feel like they're headlights, not tail lights, because I'm seeing the hood of the car, but then I see the headlights there. It's almost like a fin that comes up. I have no idea what kind of car this is, but he's super proud of this car. Okay, so I have a question for you because he showed me a wedding ring. Is it that your mom still has her wedding ring? Because he showed me a wedding ring. Or do you have it? I don't know. He's just showing me this car and he is extremely proud of this car. And he wants me to make sure that I acknowledge you have the ring. Okay. Because he showed it to me very specifically. Is it just a plain band? Because he makes me feel like it. I wish I had longer nails. He makes me feel like it's about that wide. Maybe a little wider, but small band, small diamond. Okay. All right. What's up with the car? He keeps bringing me back to the car. Do you have a picture of him with this car? Him and your mother with this car? Hey guys, your sister might. Okay. I don't know what it is, but there's something important with this car. Is he okay? So he showed me a headstone. The headstone he showed me is the traditional white headstone. So is it that you haven't been out there in a while? Because he's making me feel like it, and don't take this as feeling guilty. It's just he's making me feel like, I don't know the best way to explain it, because it's not loneliness. Like he's just showing me the white curve, you know what I mean? The traditional white curved military headstone. So with him in particular, he brought me back to the childhood. So let me ask you this, because even though he brought me back to this childhood card that I pulled, and the childhood his was very hard because it was just work, 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 work. Okay. You've never been. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So with him, he keeps bringing me back to that. And I don't know why it's important, but he also, he keeps showing me a parallel, which makes me feel like your childhood wasn't you getting to completely be a kid either. And then he showed me, it's almost like pearls, but they're blue. So, I mean, they're not pearls, but you know what I mean? You didn't? Okay, good. I mean, not good, but that came out completely wrong. That came out completely wrong. But what's up with the blue beads? He just showed me the blue beads. When I said that, Deborah, and it came out of my mouth, I went, "Oh God, that sounded terrible." So I'm glad that you were laughing, because I was like, "Oh no." So I don't know what's up with the beads. He showed me. They're almost like lapis, like they're bright blue. They're bright blue. So for those of you guys just jumping on, if you would like to get a reading, I only had a few left. Let me refresh my list here. But if you go to thebluebodhi.com to events, or to my link tree, which is on YouTube and here on TikTok, if there are any left, you can snag one. So the beads he's showing me, they're over a shoulder like this. Like I'm just seeing them like that. He's not showing me the whole necklace. So I assume this necklace is broken, because he's just showing me part of it. I don't understand why, but he's just showing me part of it. But I feel like he purchased these beads either for your mom, or I assume for your mom. But the beads were important. He's a very, very proud guy. Like he's a very, very proud guy. Because the things he's showing me are things that he feels like he earned, that like he worked to get them. Oh, got you. Okay. I don't know. I feel like these are something that you would have access to. So I don't know about that. Thank you for the gifts, love. I feel like this is something you either would see in a picture or you have access to, because they're he wouldn't show me if they were somebody else's. You know what I mean? So here's the thing, guys. When I'm doing readings, there's a lot of times that I'll see things that may not be for you. They may be for somebody that you're going to speak to, whether it's a parent, sibling, friend, whatever. It's something that they need to know that person is there. And I could give you guys tons of examples. If Sasshole is on, she can tell you. But it's funny because he keeps pointing me back to this stuff. I understand now completely the doing things you aren't proud of and then trying to fix those things. So I'm curious, even though you never saw him in person, I almost have the feeling that he's blocked out for some reason, because it's like he can't give you a message. He can't give you messages. Okay. So message wise, he's been trying to get them through, and for some reason he's blocked. It's like there's a bubble, there's a wall between the two of you. So I don't know if this is something that you have kept up all these years. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense then. She said family drama big time, never knew him. Okay. I'm not sure what the wall is. The thing is, he's pointing out to me that it's very thin, like paper thin. He's very matter of fact. Like, what's interesting though is do you have a lot of dreams about fire? I don't understand the fire aspect here, but that's kind of what I just saw. Do you have dreams about fire, or are you fascinated with fire? Which one? Because you do have dreams about fire. Okay. That's him. That's him for some reason trying to get your attention. I don't understand why he's using that, but, and you're fascinated with it too. Okay. That's how he's trying to communicate with you. So here's what I'd say, Deborah, is the next time you just had a bonfire too. Okay. Well, that's funny. That's his way of communicating with you. So I have a feeling maybe he's a firebug as well. The next time that you have a bonfire, the next time that you have a candle going, or when you have time and you can light a candle, here's what I'd recommend. Get you, have your phone there by you and just kind of let your brain zone out a little bit. Have your voice recorder on and kind of say, you've been told you're a lot like him. I have a feeling you are. Because the fire, I was like, what? Okay. Record the things that come to your mind when you're watching the fire. Because that's how he's trying to communicate. So when you have dreams that have fire in them, pay attention to what that dream is telling you, because apparently there's something really important going on with you right now, because I feel like he's making me feel like the messages are so important that they need to come across now. So I don't know if you have something that you need guidance in, or something that, I don't think it's so much guidance, because he makes me feel like there's a piece of the situation that you can't see, but he can. And I know that's very general. That's the feeling I get. It's like he shows me that there's all of these huge parts of the situation, and there's like a little piece in the middle that connects them all together. And you can't see that little ring in the middle for some reason. No, this is absolutely a male. Yeah, he just makes me feel like he's trying to get this through to you. And sometimes guys, they don't give me the message for you. They give me, I'm so sorry to hear that, sweetheart. And I can't even imagine that. So I would be paying attention to those dreams. He keeps pointing me back to the dream aspect. And then he showed me walking through fire. Are you having dreams of being engulfed or being walking through? Like, what's up with that? I don't understand, because it's not something that I'm afraid of. It's just, it's like you need to remove the fear from it and just walk through it. But he's really trying to help you with this. Ooh, sorry, guys. I wish I could just give you a big hug, Deborah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so walking through the fire made sense to you then. Okay. There's something he's trying to help you with, honey. There's something he's really trying to help you with. So pay attention to those dreams. And in fact, when guys, and this is for all of you, when you guys go to bed, if you know that you have someone who is trying to give you messages, or someone that's trying to help you with something, you can ask for their help before you go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, say, hey, I would love for you to help me tonight. I would love to talk to you, etc. But here's the thing. You have to put specific boundaries on it. If you know who it is, like with Deborah, she knows who this is. You have to make sure that you say, only that person, only if you're in my highest good to talk to me. I won't entertain anybody that's not in my highest good, and so on. But that will help you open up to where that person can give you what they need to give you. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. But he showed me that again, all the big parts and then the ring in the middle. It's almost like a flower, but it's metal. And I guess I needed to describe it again. So he showed me that again. Gotcha. Okay. So you understood that when I was saying he's showing me all those things. And then the one he's trying to help you with that ring. And I'm wondering if that's why he showed me that. Okay. Got you. To complete your gifts. That makes a lot of sense. What he's showing me, it's like these big, huge circles. Like there's 5 of them, and they're big, huge, beautiful, like gold circles. And in the middle is a ring. And it's like, that's what connects them. And you can't see the ring. So he's definitely trying to help you in that aspect, Deborah. So I would say that's exactly something that he can see that you can't to connect your gifts. So I would make sure you pay really, really close attention to those dreams and open up to let him help you at night. And then also the next time you have a chance to play with a candle or, a bonfire, whatever, pay attention and, voice record what you're seeing or feeling, hearing, thinking, etc. It'll help because he's doing everything he can to help you with that right now. So, well, let me move on here to Miss Lisa Colon. I hope that helped a little bit, Deborah. I know that's probably not who you were wanting to hear from, but he kind of popped through very quickly. You are so welcome, sweetheart. Yeah, if you guys are on my list, Lisa made a great point. She said she's on YouTube. She's on both, but it's easier for me to see the comments. And it is. So if you guys are on my list, YouTube is a great way to catch me because that way I can see your comments better. You're shocked? Well, I'm glad I could shock you in a good way, I hope. All right, Lisa, I don't know. Okay. So with this person in particular, this is a male, and this is someone that you have like a soul bond with, okay? Oh, that's funny, Deborah. This is someone that you know very well, that you have a soul bond with, okay? In a good way. The two of you, your souls revolve around each other every single life. So this is somebody that in life you were super, super. Okay, let me back up because I was going to say you were super close to, but I kind of don't feel like that's the point. That's correct. I feel like he was super close to you. He is super close to you. Okay. Like there's a huge age difference here because I see you small as a kid. with him also, he pulls a lot of blue cards. He pulls a lot of truth. He pulls a lot of duty. He pulls a lot of, it's not so much pride like with Deborah's dad. It's just doing the right thing, doing the right thing, doing the right thing. Like doing it even at your own expense. What's funny is the blue and stuff he pulls, it's blue and white. It's all blue and white, blue and white, blue and white. And apparently that's important because he pointed it out to me. Because even in the beginning card, there's blue and white. Like all of the cards are blue and white. He showed me a baby that he's there when you were born. I'm trying to pull more from him. Okay, what is up with the blue and white? Okay, you have to give me more than blue and white. Okay. Blue car, white stripe. Big white stripe. He doesn't want to show me what. Okay, so here's what he's showing me, and maybe you understand this. It's like I'm looking at the door of a car, the side of a car, and it's blue. And you know the car is like I don't know what year this would have been, but they had a swatch down them, you know, a stripe, but it was like this big, and it's almost ridged in the middle, but it's white, and it has the chrome on either side of it. And the car is like a deep blue, not bright, a deep blue. Yeah, I can actually almost run my fingers down the little ridge part. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but did it have, she said it sounds like a station wagon my parents had. Did it have the ridged part? Did you used to run your fingers down the ridged part? Because he's making me feel that's the most important thing, is running my fingers down that stripe. Like it was textured somehow. And I'm like running my fingers. Okay. Okay, so you kind of recognize it. Okay. What's up with cinnamon cookies? I don't know if these are like snickerdoodles or what, but I'm tasting cinnamon cookies. It's almost like more cinnamon than sugar. Does that make sense? Like I can taste it hardcore in my mouth right now. Snickerdoodles were his favorite. Okay. I'm like, he liked more cinnamon than sugar. Yeah. Because that's all I can taste is cinnamon right now. She said yes. Okay. That's funny. Like I'm like, okay, I appreciate it. And I love me some snickerdoodles too, but I kind of don't need all this cinnamon. Like I would swear my whole lips and mouth are coated with cinnamon right now. I mean, it could be worse. I had someone whose dad made sausage gravy and like won awards with it, and I don't like sausage. So I was like, okay, I'm done. Like I don't need to taste it anymore. He liked too much cinnamon. That's so funny. Okay. Yeah, because I would like it to stop. He thinks it's funny. He's giggling. Like he thinks it's funny. Not in a mean way, but it's like he's laughing. So he doesn't have that deep belly laugh. He more has the guys that laugh up here and like their whole chest goes like this. Like that's kind of that's the, like he actually moves his shoulders like this when he laughs. Like you knew he was laughing even if you couldn't hear him. He loved to laugh. Did he play a lot of jokes, like dad jokes? Yes, that was him. Oh my God. Well, good. I'm glad that you recognize that because it was so weird. I was like, I feel like I have to move my shoulders like this. So again, he brings me back to the blue and white, and it's not just the car. He's the blue, you're the white. He had to be careful with jokes because you get in trouble by your mom. Okay. He just wanted me to point out the jokes. That's really funny. Okay. So he, like I said, he brings me back to the blue and the white. He's the blue, you're the white. The two of you revolve around each other in every single life. Okay. So he wants me to acknowledge that was a situation really recently, I would say in the last week and a half, where something, it's like something almost happened and you just like by the skin of your teeth narrowly missed something. It's almost like, and you don't know how the car moved. Like when you think back, you're like, I'm not quite sure how I didn't get in that wreck, or for some reason it's like this. Something coming this way and something going that. I don't know what it is, but he's making me feel like it's one of those things where this car here is dark, really dark. I would say probably black. Yeah, it's black. So I don't understand what's up with that. Because this is like very okay. Well, I'm glad you pulled over. I'm glad you pulled over because he's making me feel like it was a skin of the teeth thing. Like, okay. He brings me back to the blue and the white again. I don't understand the blue and the white, but he keeps telling me to bring it up. He's the blue, you're the white. That's what he keeps telling me. So here's what I would say, Lisa. Obviously, the blue and the white is important. It's obviously important. What I would say is that this is somehow how he communicates with you with those two colors. Apparently, blue is what he associates with himself, and white is you. So anytime you have things that are popping up that are those colors, and not just because lots of things are blue, you know what I mean? Not just something normal like that. This is these things popping up very specifically to the point you're like, that's kind of weird that I would see that in that color. You need to pay attention to those things because the blue and the white, when those two are together, that's him trying to get a message to you. And I would say when things are blue, especially like dream wise, etc., that's him talking to you, trying to get you to do something. He makes me feel like he puts his hand over you. It's awesome. It's like he puts his hand over you to help you, like to help move you along. So I don't know if there's times here lately where you felt like things were moved for you, around you, etc. But yeah, he literally keeps showing me his hand going like this, like down on a chessboard or whatever, and moving pieces around. It's really funny. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I'm glad that he came through for you then, because apparently he's always around you. He has the two of you have a soul bond that he's going to be there until y'all's next life together. Um, and he's got that protector aspect of it as well. So yeah, he's always around you, love. Always around you. So I'm glad that I could bring him. You literally asked for him before this session. That almost makes me want to cry. I'm glad. I'm hoping it makes you cry in a good way. I hope that's in a good way. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad that I could bring him through for you. That's awesome. Because sometimes there's kind of no rhyme or reason as to who comes through. They, sometimes some people are more strong-willed than others, and they kind of take charge. So good. I'm so glad, Lisa. I'm so glad. All right, Miss Courtney Emanuelson. Well, I love that you asked, because I think that also put it in the forefront of your mind, so you understood some of the things that I was saying. All right, Miss Courtney, are you here on TikTok? So here's what's funny is that, oh, there you are, love. So what's funny is, Courtney, when I got like the cards pulled and so on, this lady, well, I'll tell you this and then I'll tell you the card she pulled out. So I'm always kind of particular about where my cards sit anyway. That's just my own OCD. But she literally made me put all the cards right next to each other, and it's like they're all perfectly lined up. It's hilarious, and I couldn't say anything until I got them all perfectly lined up. This lady in particular, she pulled a whole bunch of cards of just solid womanly power. She pulled the hunter card. She pulled the authentic self card. She pulled the Nyx card, which is, the queen of the night. She really pulled a lot of cards that speak about having a very solid connection with her womanhood. It's funny, there's a hippie vibe here to it, but it's more of an empowerment. Like, she knew exactly who she was. This wasn't like the all love and light hippie. This was like the empowerment boom hippie. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? But she also kind of hid it very well. She knew exactly how to play both sides. Like, she could pull out that empowerment, but at the same time she could have those big old doe eyes and get what she wanted. But she didn't like to be that person. She really valued her inner strength. She valued that authentic self. So there's a lot of dark hair here. What I'm interested in, Courtney, is she shows me a couple kinds of hairdos and things like that. And I don't think that they're hers. Okay. I think that this is more 60s style hairstyles, because she shows me like super long straight. She shows me Cher. Then she shows me like Diana Ross. And then she shows me Tina Turner. Like, she shows me those kind of people. They were women that she really, really admired, that she listened to a lot. Those were her favorites. Okay. What's interesting too is that even though I'm getting, she made me put my cards all in a specific spot like this, but when I try to focus on her, she makes me really dizzy, and I don't understand why. It's almost like it's too much energy, if that makes sense. She just had a huge personality. She has a huge personality. There's so much inner strength core wise here. It's not even funny. Okay. She keeps showing me things that are making me. She keeps showing me things that are making me feel like she was sick for a while. Um, I'm trying to get an answer to your question. She asked, "Is she really young?" I'm trying to get an answer to her question. She's not wanting to show me how she looks, and I don't understand. She just wants to show me those ladies. She wants to show me Cher and Tina Turner and Diana Ross. She loves music. Okay, there we go. She loves music. It very well could be Courtney because she's making me see hospital beds. She's making me see hallways. She's making me see tubes from the IVs. Like she's making me see those things, like little things, that separately they could be anything, but together, to me, it's the hallmark of someone that's sick, that's sick for a long time. The dizziness, she brought me back to the dizziness again. It's almost like this brain fog and dizziness, and I can't pull myself through it. So here's my question, because she's showing me the hair again. Is this someone that that had cancer that lost their hair? Because she's fascinated with these hairstyles. Okay. Is that what she passed away from? She had long straight hair. Okay. Would that have been in like the early 70s? Okay. So with her in particular, there's something, she keeps showing me the backbone. It's funny. There's something with her backbone she's trying to basically like give to you. So some of this, I don't know if it's all for you, if some of it's not for him. Okay. Because she showed me two things. One is that backbone. Okay. She's trying to impart it to you. She's trying to give it to you because there's something going on that it's hard. You keep breaking weak. There we go. And I don't mean that in a harsh way, because I have a feeling that with this situation, really anybody would. Okay. Is your dad still here? Because I keep seeing this interesting wall, and I'm just going to describe it. It's like this big, huge concrete, it's white wall that comes up like that. Like it goes in and comes up, and it's flat on the top. And it's like this person the man can't get over the wall. He can't get over the wall. Yes, he's here. Okay. You don't have a backbone. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to call you out like that. You don't talk to him. Okay, so that's what the wall is. Okay, because he can't get over the wall. Because I see you and her on this side, and he can't. It's like he gets up to here and slides back down. Like the skateboard and the bike ramps that go like that. That's what it is. It's like he goes right back down. So apparently he's trying to. I think so. You might have to wake her up and ask her. Apparently he is trying to. I think he's trying to get the backbone to talk to you. Because the backbone is dualistic. It's really funny. She showed me, because here's how she showed me the backbone, and let me tell you. she showed it to me, you know, like a normal, you know, the normal curve of the backbone, but then she showed it to me broken like this as well. The other aspect, there it is, number 2 for those y'all counting. The other aspect of this is that there's a lot of things here with masks and being your authentic self. I don't know if that makes sense to you. The mask thing is more important than the authentic self, if that makes sense. It's like putting on a face that's not yours repeatedly. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but that's what she kept showing me. Here's the thing as well. With the wall, she doesn't make me feel like it needs to come down. She doesn't make me feel like the wall is a bad thing. She makes me feel like it's a good thing. And she makes me feel like him going up the wall and sliding back down is what needs to happen right now. So don't take the wall aspect as you need to reach out, because I have the feel he is the one that needs to reach out, and he has to get over his own shit so he can reach out. And it's something he has to do, not you. Did any of that make sense? All right, Miss Lori Ann Brown. Oh, I'm waiting to see if you see your next comment. Thank you, love. I appreciate the gift. You guys are so sweet. I will try to start doing these more. I really do love these. They do wear me out. They do wear me out. So that's why I have a smaller list tonight instead of doing a whole bunch. But yeah. Hey, Lori. And I want to tell you guys thank you as well, because I fully appreciate you guys subscribing to my TikTok and my YouTube. And I hope you guys subscribe to both. It makes me feel so special, and I truly appreciate it. And also, here's another little thing. I had a couple people reach out to me on email, and I do read emails. I do read messages, especially Sass and April and Ashley are really good at making sure I get all the messages that you guys send about the good things about how I've helped you or whatever. And you guys have no idea how much those mean to me. So I really appreciate it. I had a really nasty migraine last night and this morning and was pretty sick. So I woke up this morning to a couple of different emails, and it just made my whole day so much better. And I appreciate that. So, all right, Miss Lori, I just wanted to say that, guys. I appreciate it so much. So, your dad cracks me up, Lori. So I've got Lori, and then Andrea, and then Rachel, and then Queen Renee, and then Janisha. Yeah, did I say that right? Janisha, and then Catherine, and then my list goes down just a little bit, but I'm just letting you know. So it's so funny. I'm like looking at the cards, right, Lori? And I get this. I'm like, okay, give me something that lets me know, that's not just the same thing. Does that make sense? Because some of you guys that do the mediumship readings, and I get to know your people, they're like, okay, it's me here. It's me here. It's me. So here's what's funny is Oh, thank you, Constance. Here's what's funny is, of course, see the clock. And then I'm like, okay, you show me the clock every time. Like, show me something different, So it's more proof to me, like, show me something different that I can tell Lori so she knows it's you. So then he showed me the box again. I'm like, okay, I understand that. She understands that. Then I see the shelf. I'm like, okay. He showed me a boat. So what's up with the boat, Lori? Because I was like, I've seen all those things before and I've told Lori those before. So I know it's you, but I need something new so that way she knows that it's you. So he showed me a boat, and in particular, it's white. I don't know what the white boat is because I only see the front. I literally only see this front. So I don't know if this is like a shelf, the shelves that look like a boat. I don't know what this is, but that's what he showed me was the front of a boat, and it's the white slats. So I don't know if it's okay. That's his boat. Got you. Did it have a blue base on the bottom? Or gray? Is it gray? It's a deep color. Base probably in the right word. Stripe color. I don't know. All right. Well, good. I'm glad you understood the boat. For those of you guys on YouTube, she said her dad was a commercial fisherman, and that would be the Neptune. So yeah, I just wanted to, it was blue gray. Okay. It's like I could see it like I was standing on the dock looking down or way down there. Like you could see that it was really dark. And I thought, okay, that's got to be blue, but okay. All right. Well, good. I'm glad because I was like, okay, I know it's you when I see the clock. That's like his bat signal, his clock. So that's so funny. So this is the other thing I love about getting somebody that you guys know immediately and they can give me things is that I can get right into what it is that they need to impart to you, to tell you or whatever. With him or with you, let me say it this way. With you, all the cards he pulled are very interesting because you have plenty of time. Okay. You have plenty of time. Work on the things right now that are close to your heart and that allow you to be graceful to other people. Because it's funny, even though you have plenty of time, I know that you feel like you're running out of time. With this time aspect, you're the master of that. And he shows me the clock again. You're the master of that time. You're the master of your time. It's almost like I hear, don't panic. Don't panic. It's okay. Don't panic. You have plenty of time. But the generosity aspect keeps coming in because what I see at the end is a lot of upheaval. And it's scary upheaval, but not, and I don't want to worry you by saying scary upheaval. It's just, I think it's just the out of the comfort zone upheaval because it's not violent or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's just a scary upheaval. So and I see sunflowers. Why do I see sunflowers? So here's the thing too. He showed me sunflowers and then he shows me a house getting toppled. So he shows me the house getting toppled, and it's, when I say toppled, I mean like picked up and laid on its side, like very comically, very like, obviously not realistic. But he shows me that, and then he shows me the people leaving the bottom of the house, flying out of the bottom of the house. Like if you knocked over a bird cage and the birds all flew out the bottom, that's what he shows me. So there's something that has to change first before that upheaval happens. And right now you have time. So I don't know if that makes sense. And I don't understand the sunflowers, but he showed me a whole, I almost want to say it's a bouquet of sunflowers because it's not a field and it's not just one. It's like 6, maybe 6. So I don't know how much of that made sense, Lori, but that's what he is showing me. The one thing that is interesting is that the very, very middle of this, the cards he pulled out, the very middle one is the beloved card. And he's pointing out specifically that the last flowers he gave you were sunflowers. Oh, that almost makes me tear up. Okay. Because I didn't understand. I'm like, I don't know what, sunflowers mean, but okay. He's wanting me to point out the number 5 on this card. It's in several different ones here. So apparently the number 5 is important. Apparently the number 5 is important. But I love that. He wants to make sure you see that. So he wants me to make sure you see that. Oh, you're fine, Miss Courtney. I figured I probably lost you or something there. So the wall made sense to you? So you're so welcome, Lori. I hope that all made sense to you. And I'm glad that I got to see the sunflowers. They're very pretty. So did he give you like a bouquet? Is that what I was seeing? Gotcha. Okay. Miss Andrea, are you ready? Oh, I love that, Lori. I can't wait to come to Seattle and hug your neck. You have no idea. Okay. This person has so much going on. It's Andrea, this guy is almost overwhelming. Because like at first he was very quiet, very like guarded. Like I even got the eyebrow raise, I think, at one point. But then it was like like his brain is just one thing to another, to another, to another, to another, to another. It's like it's a lot. It's a lot. It's so much. So this guy is extremely intelligent. Extremely intelligent. Okay. So the first thing with him is I have a feeling he didn't like his shoulders. I don't know why, but because I saw shoulders, but then it's like I saw a smaller set of shoulders than I wanted. Does that make sense? It's like he really wanted to be bigger and have bigger shoulders, and he just didn't. He was just a smaller guy. I kind of feel like he has ADHD because he's all over the place. Like I'm trying to get him to focus on one thing so I can give you more information. And he's just like, so when you first meet him, somebody were to first meet him, you would think that he doesn't like you. Like he's very straight faced, very quiet at first. And then when he decides you're okay, it's like, blah, 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 blah. Like he tells you everything. It's so funny. And when he gets excited, it's hard for him to keep his words straight. There's a lot of change, a lot of movement, a lot of like, I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do this. But every time there was a new, I'm going to do this job, this hobby, this whatever, it was like a deep dive down into it. It wasn't just like, I'm going to do it for a second and then not. You know what I mean? Like it was a deep dive. This is also somebody that really, really loved being outside. Okay. Because he pulled a ton of earth cards. Very stubborn, very strong-headed. He makes me super dizzy is not the right word. I want to say overloaded. Like that's the only way I can describe it. Sorry, I got some crazy hair going on today. I don't know what's up with this. He makes me feel overloaded. I'm not going to lie. He overloads people. So I have a feeling that he did that in life too, that he would overwhelm people with how much energy he has. He's also very authoritative with the way he comes across. That's what I'm trying to get, because I saw your question about his age. I mean, he did pull the beginner's mind card, which would lead me to believe this is someone younger, but I'm trying to get something more pinpointed. Does that make sense? Because I hate just being like, oh, yep. You know, I like to give you something pinpointed wise. There's no mystery. I knew it was coming. Sorry. So it's funny. I got this burst of energy and now he's calming down. So I'm waiting for the next burst of energy because I have a feeling that's how he is. Like burst of energy, nothing. Burst of energy, nothing. I see shoestrings. I don't understand. I see white shoestrings literally hanging down like this. I don't understand the shoestrings. Okay, here. So I saw the shoestrings. They're dangling like this, like just two of them dangling like this. And then there's a rose, like a big red rose. It's not, hey, so you know when you get a rose in a bouquet and they're really compact at the bottom of the flower and then the top fans out, like that's how he showed it to me. So then I saw, okay. So I saw the rose. Then I saw, it's like I'm standing at the top of a street and it's a cobblestone street and I'm looking down. It is not here. Like not, I don't know, maybe US wise. I haven't seen any place like this. It's cobblestone and it's like a sandstone color. You know what I mean? Like a light tanny, warm beige brown color. But I'm looking down the street like that. Like it's a pretty steep drop. I think he's making it more steep for me because I don't think because it goes like this and then kind of down at the end. It's beautiful to him. Like the view where I'm standing is just absolutely beautiful. So there's a building right here on my right. It's a 1-story building. And he is commenting to me how amazing the view must be from their window. Because like out here, I can't quite see the view, but there's a lot of greenery. There's a lot. I almost feel like the ocean is right there. But it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. It's one of the few places and few times that his mind is calm. Just appreciating it. Okay. So it is ocean wise. It is ocean wise because I smell the, when you get close to the ocean, like you can smell the salt in the air. Like that's what I smell. And then there's a taxi. Okay. And it's one of the old squatty cars. I don't feel like was it on a cobblestone street? Like, does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like view wise, did that make sense? For those of you guys on YouTube, she said he loved our apartment in Mexico. There were some cobblestone areas. So it's so funny. I almost said, "So what's up?" I don't know why, but I almost said, "So what's up?" I feel like that was his way of saying hi. So what's up? Is that what? Oh no, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, love. Did he used to? It's funny. I feel like answering the phone. I hear, "So what's up?" So I'm trying to. Here's what's funny is like I was trying to poke and get something that was like a yes. That's what he would say. I was trying to get something that was more a message wise, but I don't feel like there is one. I don't feel like there is one. It just validation. Does that make sense? So for those of you guys on YouTube that are watching, she said that she had an ex that she just found out was killed. And I think she said, let me scroll back up here in case you want to watch this. Last April. So I just asked him if he would let me know that things are okay. And then sorry that I have a feeling this is probably him giving you that validation. So I love that I even said just before I read you type that there really isn't a message. It's just validation. So, so I love that. I would say that's your validation, love. Hi, Miss Daphne. Thank you, sugar. So there's your validation. You're welcome. And here's what's funny. When I heard the, "Hey, what's up?" Like I didn't feel it was like happy. You know what I mean? Like when you call somebody and you're just like happy to talk to them, like, "What's up? What's going on?" Like it's just that. There wasn't any kind of remorse is the word I kept hearing. So I wouldn't stress, sweetheart. Thank you, Miss Daphne. Yeah, I wouldn't stress about it because everything happens for a reason. Oh, I love that. I love that. She said he always made everything negative into a positive. Well, that was absolutely a positive response there from him in particular. I wish that sometimes I wish you guys could hear the things here. Let me put that in air quotes. The things, because it was like such a fun, like, "Hey, what's up?" Like I almost feel like I don't do it justice by saying, "Hey, what's up?" The way I say it, the way it came out of my face. So I'm glad I could give you that validation. So yeah, I'm glad I could give you that validation. All right, Miss Rachel Smith, you ready? So I have Rachel, Queen Renee, Janisha. Am I saying that right, Janisha? That's really cool. Jenny, Sha, yeah. Catherine Mazel, Carrie Beeman, Tilly, Rayma, Nelson, and then Leanne. There's Rachel over there. Well, hi, Miss Daphne. How are you? If you guys don't follow Miss Daphne Jupiter's Dust right there, you definitely need to. She reads tarot and she's fantastical, and she will absolutely tell you the way it is with this cute ass little accent that I can't do. I've got the Oklahoman. So if you guys are wanting to book a reading with me, I just want to let you know that private readings, I'm booked out till September. There are a lot of things that I have to change as far as readings go. So if you guys are wanting a card reading or something like that, the best way is to get a ticket to one of my lives. Over the next couple of days, I will be putting them all up so you guys can go through and grab tickets on my website if you'd like. So, and all of the ones that I do live like this, I do stream on YouTube, so you guys can go back and watch them, even if you can't make the live. Does that make sense? So if you're in another time zone or whatever, and you miss it, it's always going to be right there. So, all righty. Miss Rachel, you ready? Well, she drew some very interesting cards here. A ton of fire and moving forward. Okay. Oh, that's for you. Okay. All right. So there's a specific message, and she's like insisting that I say it first. Like she's a little pushy, but it's also important. So I'm going to give you that first, and then like she flung a card out at me, and then it's upside down in the floor. So I won't look at it yet. So here's the message first, Rachel, and then I'm allowed to talk about her. Whatever this huge change is that you have, I have a feeling it dropped into your lap. This change is just like on top of you. And you're really scared shitless over it. The change is only a small drop in the bucket. It's only a small drop in the bucket, and it's a catalyst for something different. And what's funny is she makes me feel like it's once you step into this change, it's like a rush movement forward. Does that make sense? Like rush. Like once you fully lean into it, there's not a stop. So I'm not sure, because there is a fear aspect to it, a big one. So I'm unsure what that means, but that's what I was told I needed to speak about first, because she's a little pushy. So once again, she brings me back to the cards over here. She pulled the fire card and the sun card. With her in general, as I was trying to focus on this strength aspect of her, I saw curls, like curly hair. She really doesn't like to talk about herself. Even though she's a lot of fire and a lot of action and a lot of do, it's for other people. It's not for her. Like it's literally for other people. She does not like to talk about herself, and she does not like to. Oh, okay. So you understood the message then. So with her in particular, she's really, really guarded with herself. So she made everybody else feel like they were the best, like that they were always good enough because she didn't feel good enough. So like behind closed doors, you let that guard down. No one saw that. So not only did she show me the curls again, but I would say these are like 80s curls. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm not sure if this is spiral perm or if this is naturally how her hair is. I almost said the hair. It's funny how her hair is, but it's kind of a sandy brown. Because like what she's showing me, I'm going to describe what she's showing me because it makes me want to smile. So I want to describe it all to you. So she's showing me these curls. And then as she shows me the curls, I see her face and she has this, it's funny. She's smiling, but she has a closed mouth smile. And it's like a Mona Lisa smile in a way. Like it's beautiful and you can't stop staring at her face. And it's like, you know that she's happy in this moment, in this picture, but at the same time, you can see something else back there. But she's got on absolutely 80s clothes. Like I would have been jealous. 80s me would have been jealous. And she's showing me maybe late 70s. I don't know. But she's showing me, I think it's a sweater, but like a very thin sweater. But it's like a cornflower blue, or it could be white in the picture. Just she's literally showing me a picture. She's showing me a picture. So I'm hoping you understand the picture, but she's showing me a picture. And this is somewhere in the hills, mountains, something like that, because I see greenery, you know what I mean? Like mountain looking things behind her. She's like up a little bit. So it's a beautiful view back there. And okay. She brings me back to the hair. She really loved her hair, that color. She really, really loved the curls. Okay. Like she was showing me this picture specifically. So do you know who would have that picture? Because the picture is important. That was one of her favorite times, and the picture is important. Sorry, I got something in my chair. It's driving me up the wall. The picture is important. So do you know who might have the picture? Okay, so that's why she keeps bringing me back to the curls. So for those of you guys on TikTok, she said that she thinks she knows who this is, but not 100%. She thinks it's her great aunt, and that she's the only one in the family that has curls like hers. Is it that kind of curls? Like people tell you all the time that people pay a lot of money to have that kind of perm or whatever. So the reason that I made sure to mention that the picture is important is because whoever has this picture, it's one of their favorite pictures as well. So whoever would have it needs to hear that message. You get that comment all the time. That's funny. So number 4, for those y'all that were counting. So here's my question. I used to get that comment all the time because I had really, really bright I had deep auburn hair when I was a kid, and then it turned more of a, brighter red and so on. I never had the orange red, but it was always red, bright red. And I got to hear that all the time too, because I hated it. So I'm curious, are you a lot like her in other ways too? Because I feel like there's a lot of anxiety or some depression underneath there, because even though she puts out this strong field for everybody else, there's that underlying current down there that's always there, always making her second guess everything, always making her, I don't know, does that make sense? And getting them from her. Okay. She said, for those of you guys on TikTok, she said we might have the picture because we've been looking through into our family pictures and getting them from everyone. Well, I would not be surprised if that picture pops up, because it was, like I said, she showed me literally, the old school pictures, the edges are rounded. It's like that, like a square with the edges kind of rounded. That's the picture I'm seeing. So I would say 70s, 80s. Okay. That you remind him of her. I love that. Did you ever get to meet her? Because she's obviously around you a lot. Which then makes me wonder if he's not the one that has this picture. You were really young. Well, the picture is obviously important. That's what she keeps bringing me back to. And the curls. Embrace the curls. That's so funny. She loved her curls as well, I think. So, yeah. You were like 7 when she passed. Well, I'd be curious about the picture. I would literally ask about it, because it's obviously important, and whoever has the picture, I guess they don't feel like she's around, or it's like whoever has this picture either has forgotten about it. It used to be their favorite picture of them, and I just see her in the picture, but they used to have it out all the time, and for some reason I think they've forgotten about it. So it's like pointing that out. So yeah. So here's my list, guys. Here's the rest of my list. I have Renee, I have Janisha, I have Catherine, I have Carrie, I have Tilly, I have Rayma, and then I have Leanne. Awesome. Yeah, I would love to know if they have that picture. Woo! That is way too much, love. So, Miss Queen Renee, where are you at? You're welcome so much, Miss Rachel. I know there's another one in here. This person tried to throw like a whole bunch of cards at me at once, and I'm like, okay, I just need like, a couple, not half the deck. Like that's. Right, Miss Renee. Ready? I haven't seen you pop up, but I also haven't been really paying attention to the comments too much. So, yeah. Hey, Chicago Coco. How are you, sweet pea? So, Miss Renee, this guy in particular pulled out a whole bunch of interesting cards. Oh, yes. I would love to see the pics from Yellowstone. I'm glad you guys made it through before the roads flooded. So, all right. I was looking to see if Miss Renee popped up, but that's okay. All right. So, Miss Renee. So, this guy in particular, what's funny is he pulled a whole bunch of cards about connectivity and growth and groupthink and, being interconnected and so on. And then I heard like organ music, like church organ music. But with him in particular, there's a different aspect to him. I don't know if this is maybe when he was younger or what. There's a very dark aspect when he's younger. And when I say dark, it's, I don't know the right word. Dark is the only word that keeps coming to my mind, but it's not the right word. It's like somebody that had a very, very, I have a feeling they got a lot of fights. I have a feeling they got in a lot of fights. Not only did they get a lot of fights, but they were a little hardcore with some stuff. So unfortunately, they saw the worst in people. Even when things were good, they would literally be like, oh, well, yeah, but blah, 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 blah. Like there was the good, but they would see the worst in people. So here's what's funny. This is not the lady that came up last time, right? But as I said, that even when things were really good, he would see the worst in something. I saw the backyard again. So whoever this is, he either knows this woman or he was at that back. Do you remember the last reading I did for you? Like I just saw that backyard perfectly clear all over again. He knows her. He knows that backyard, but with him, I have a feeling that he knew he was going to die. I guess I can't say that on TikTok, can I? He knew he wasn't going to be here much longer. And he kept saying it to everybody around him, and everybody would be like, no, don't say that, or whatever. Okay, you never have baby shower for me. Okay. Or for you. Sorry. But with this guy in particular, he's very intelligent. He's very connected. He's very, even though he fought a lot when he was younger, and even though he got in trouble and things like that, he knew it was part of his journey. It was part of his path. I'm trying to get more about him physically because he's just wanting to tell me those things. It's funny. I saw red, like, and I'm seeing material red, and then I saw green, and then I saw blue. And it's like, I'm going to say nylon, maybe polyester, but I think it's nylon. So I don't know if this is because I don't know if this is a flag or what, because it's not, I don't feel like it's closed. So I don't know what this is. I smell hamburgers. He is so stubborn and so hard-headed. It's not even funny, Renee. Like the more I try to push, the more he's like, I'm like, dude, you're the one that wanted to talk to me. He's just very guarded. He's just very guarded. He does not joke. He is super serious. He does not joke. And I think that he had a dry sense of humor anyway. So the weird little gnat or something. He has a dry sense of humor anyway. So a lot of times people thought he was joking, but he was being deadpan serious. He really didn't joke a lot. Then I see the white t-shirt and the jeans. Okay. So V-neck, white V-neck t-shirt and the jeans. With him in particular, Renee, there we go. Thank you. Okay. So he finally showed me something else that helped me a little bit. He has a huge maroon land boat car, like one of the Lincolns or something like that. Has to be early 80s, or you know what I mean? Like humongous land yacht type of car. Maybe Cadillac, but okay, I'll bet it's probably Cadillac because it is actually the two-tone. It's maroon and then it has the white top. White walls. Okay. Like this is his baby. But that's really all he wants to show me. Okay. So I'm curious about the car because he showed me the car specifically and it took a minute because he's like pulling teeth. And the more I try to poke, the more he's like, no. So I'm waiting to see Renee's comments on here again. With him in particular, I don't understand this, but this is what he just showed me. He just showed me it's almost like a wedge, but it's open in the middle. So almost like a funnel, I guess, but it's like flat on the bottom and it goes up like this and it's open inside. And it's like that. I don't understand what that is. Why you gotta have hard people, Renee? Why you gotta have hard people, Renee? I don't understand what that is. It's like that. And it's not something physical. Because I get the feeling that this is like a really, really tough aspect of something. And it seems like it's getting easier, but it's just hollow in the middle. So it's not so much that it's getting easier. It's just hollow. So there's a whole bunch of it missing in the middle. But there's something you're missing, not with him, but like there's something you yourself is missing because that's what he's making me feel. So the wedge, whatever this is, he's showing it to me like concrete and it just goes up like that. Like I said, the inside, it's open, but it's like, it feels like it's getting easier, but you're missing something in the middle. And I don't understand. I'm trying to get you a little more of what that is in the middle there. Okay. So it's not so much that you're missing something. It's that you can't connect outside of this box. You can't connect outside of this wedge. Like you're in it inside and you can't connect. Whatever you're doing, it's bouncing and coming back. He keeps showing it to me and he's concerned about it. And I'm not understanding exactly what he's trying to tell me. He's getting kind of irritated at me, which I get because I'm getting irritated at me. So from the outside, this thing looks like a circle, but from the inside, it's square. And it's a huge concrete thing. Who's counting? So my question is, are you having a hard time connecting lately? It's almost like you put feelers out and they just fizzle or they hit a wall and come back. I have no idea what it is either. I'm like, you could show me something easier. Like, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. So let's do this, Renee, just because he's like the other lady, like she shows me all the shit. I get to see all the detail, even though you don't know who she is. But with him, he's literally making it extremely hard for me to figure out what the hell he's showing me. I have no idea what kind of structure this is, but he makes me feel like you're sending out these ropes or connectivity or whatever. And it's like, they just kind of go like that, or they get bounced back to you. It's almost like they're not hitting as hard as they should be. So let me do this, Renee. Let me put you first on my next mediumship reading because he's kind of being difficult. Not kind of, like he is being difficult. He is being difficult. Even though he's the one that came through to talk. So I'm like, okay, so let me put you first on my next one. No, it's not your fault at all. It happens every now and then where someone comes through and they want to show me stuff. And it's like, they get frustrated with me because I'm not understanding what they're showing. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I consider myself a pretty intelligent person. So I know a lot of nerd shit. I've never seen a structure like that. So, you know what I mean? But yeah. So there you go. Let me put you first on my next mediumship readings, Renee. Would that work? Because I don't feel like he's going to give me anything else. Because like he's just like frustrated with me at this point. And that wasn't a reading. Does that make sense? Like I pulled stuff from him and so on, but he's not very forthcoming at all. And yeah. So let's do that. Unless you want to be on a different list or whatever, you just let me know. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Because there's no point in charging you for something whenever you didn't get what you wanted. You know what I mean? Didn't get what you asked for. So for those of you guys, I don't know if any of you are here. I had 6 of you on a birth chart list. I'm fixing to email you guys. In fact, Miss Carrie Beeman, I saw you here on my list. I know you're on that. So, okay. I'll put you on for my next one then, Miss Renee. It's good to see your face. I mean, kind of, I guess. I love your face. All right, Miss Janisha, you ready? So I have Janisha, Catherine, Carrie, Tilly, Rayma, and Leanne. Hey, Buffy Pooh. You are next on my list to email. So yeah, for those of you guys that were on that list, thank you, sweetheart. Just know that I'm fixing to send you guys an email about it. So yeah. And then I'm going to drop some cards because that's how I'm rolling this evening. Just dropping all the cards. You're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate that. All the threes. Okay. All righty. Ready, Miss Janisha? Well, if I can get my thing to work. There we go. All right. Wow, there's a lot. Okay. So, first of all, she pulled a ton of threes, which tells me that things have been happening threes around you. And I don't know what's up with pink, with the super light baby pink color. So this is a lady. So what she pulled at first was an interesting card. She pulled a martyr card, basically. Now, I don't think that she saw herself as a martyr. I think she kind of made herself into a martyr a lot, really without realizing that she was doing it. But she was very, very, very frugal. Like, she did not like to spend money at all. I'm gonna have to wait till there's too much commotions. Everybody's eating or getting stuff out of the refrigerator, so the dogs are like, you should drop the things. So, wow, okay. And there's my youngest, just for y'all. So this lady in particular, let me dive back in here, Miss Janisha. This lady in particular, she keeps bringing me back to the light pink. I don't understand what the light pink is, but hopefully you do. And I'm waiting to see you pop up, see where you are there. And I'm trying to watch on the comments which one you are. She has an amazing creative streak. I have a feeling that she probably is very musically talented, but something kept her from that. It's like she decided that she couldn't pursue that. I have a feeling she gave up everything for family and so on. And when I say gave up everything, as in gave up working, gave up music, gave up all of these things. I just heard New York when I said gave up all of these things. Music is really important. So I don't, like, she keeps bringing me back to the music. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but she keeps bringing me back to the music. Music was very important. I have a feeling she sings as well. Because in even just cleaning the house, there's music, there's singing, there's her humming, etc. So what she shows me in particular too is she showed me a very 50s style lady with, the hourglass figure kind of, and she showed me a dark green dress. But what's interesting is she showed me a very domesticated lady, like literally Martha Cleaver type of thing, because she showed me a lady with really dark hair, whether it's black or just deep, deep brown, but it's really short and it has the perfect little curls, the perfect little things going on. Feathers. They're not feathers. Do you know what I'm talking about? The ladies with the short hair in the 50s that had the perfect little curl at the bottom. And she literally showed her vacuuming. Like, she showed me this lady vacuuming, and she looks like she's stepping straight out of an ad. It's really funny. She tried to be that woman, that mother. She tried to have everything completely perfect. No, these are not pin curls. So do you understand? So you say yes. Do you understand? Or does this make sense to you? Let me say it that way, because I feel like she's showing me these things very specifically. And I have a feeling for some reason she loved red lipstick. So as I'm focusing on this image that she showed me with the, cleaning the house, vacuuming and stuff like that, it's like I'm suddenly taken to a back porch and looking outside. So this is not quite in the suburbs. I would say this because the yard is narrow in the back. Narrower. But there's not much. Your grandmother, okay. Did she have really dark hair? Like, I really feel like it's almost black. She used to sing to you, because she brought up the singing again. Dark and short. Okay. It's beautiful. I mean, she had the perfect little curls right there. It's beautiful. There was a specific song, yeah? And I know that's very general. I don't want to hurt y'all's ears in trying to hum it. It's one that she would sing. It's like she would hum this song over and over and over, but I have a feeling she used to sing it to you personally, whether it was either you guys sitting together or her singing you to sleep. So You Are My Sunshine is one. I don't recognize the other tune. She showed me a moon. I don't know if that made sense, because I don't recognize the tune. I can hear it in my head. I don't recognize the tune. So she showed me a moon, like a crescent moon like this. When I'm trying to, it was in Spanish. Okay. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I can't understand. So do you understand the moon with it? Because I'm asking her specifically about that song, because she sang this to you all the time. Like, it makes me want to cry a little bit. Like, all I can see is the moon. That's all I can see. And it's almost like cartoonish. It's like a bright yellow crescent moon with the, blue sky behind. Okay, good. I'm glad you understand the moon. So with her, what's the 3 aspect? Because she brought me back to the number 3. She was also very, very proud of how she kept her house, wasn't she? Because after I said she brought me back to the number 3, she brought me back to that image of her. It's really funny. And the red lipstick. She's adorable. She's absolutely adorable. She's a beautiful woman too. Not just like one of those women that you're like, oh my God, you're really pretty. Like, she's kind of drop dead gorgeous, isn't she? So one of the things that she brings up here is a lot of grief, but I don't feel like it's specifically for her. And she loved red lipstick. Okay, because she brought me back to that too. I was like, okay. Like, I kind of wish I could rock red lipstick. I really can't. She brings me back to this grief. And like I said, I don't feel like it's for her because I feel like she's been gone a little while. But something with you is very heavy and very grief filled right now. And it's like her coming through and her making me point out that song in particular is kind of her way of singing it to you again. Because I have a feeling she used to sing it to you when you were really upset as well. Like when you were a kid and you're really upset. I don't know if you can find it where you could hear it online, but that's her way of helping. Does that make sense? Because I have a feeling that whenever I started mentioning the song and the moon and so on, you probably heard it in your head. So it's her way of hugging you. So just know that she's still there singing it to you. She's still there singing it to you, whether you can hear it or not. She's still right there. I also have a feeling that you were kind of one of the favorites. Am I right? And are you the youngest grandchild or the oldest? There's something specific with the number that you are. Like you're one of the favorites. You're one of the only ones she sang this song to. Oh, I'm sorry, love. I understand. I miss mine terribly. So the second youngest. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I hope that you heard the song in your head whenever I was trying to describe it. And I'm glad that you said it was in Spanish because I was like, I don't know this song. I don't know this song at all. So you can't tell your cousins. That is so funny. That's so funny. I'm glad I could bring that song back to you. Miss Catherine Mazel, are you ready, love? You're welcome so much. I keep forgetting to read for you guys on YouTube and vice versa, so I'm sorry. There's Kathy. That's a little too many. Thank you, Coco, for the gift. I always love the dancing flowers. All right, you're going to have to show me something else too. Okay, so Miss Kathy, I'll tell you who this is in just a second, but what she wants me to acknowledge first, it's kind of a deepy purple color, and I feel like it's glass, so I don't know if it's a vase, if it's plate, I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of purple glass, and it reminds you of her, or it was hers, one or the other. And I have a feeling that it's either damaged or it just got damaged. Because I asked her for something specific, like I did with Lori's dad. Like, I need something else that's not just the same information. Like, I need something else that Kathy would know. So, and she specifically wanted me to talk about the purple glass. So I'm not sure if that means something to you. I'm hoping it does, but I don't know what the purple glass is. The other thing she wants me to point out is the double-edged sword. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Whatever the situation is, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And in pointing that situation out, she then is like this, just go straight through and split it. Okay, so I may be wrong on the color, but I still feel like it's purple. It's one of those bowls that has, it comes out like that, you know what I'm talking about? So it's about this big on the bottom. It comes out like this. It's only about that high, maybe. Yeah, about that high. And it's got like the ruffle look. Do you know what I'm talking about? The ruffle glass look. Does that make sense? That's what she's talking about. So my earrings, guys, are, someone asked, the Hindu goddess Lakshmi. I love these earrings. They're some of my favorites. Okay, so you do know what I'm talking about then. Is it purple? I keep feeling like it's purple, but it's the ruffle around the outside. Or the glass itself is that ruffle color. So yeah. Thank you, Boxer Mama Jen. I love you too. So I'm kind of waiting for you to pop up and tell me about the vase, because, or the bowl. I guess it's a bowl, not a vase, right? Okay. It's the design. This is okay. Good. Cause that's the thing. Usually when your mom pops up, I see the house. Okay. I didn't see the house. So I was like, you need to show me something specific, because she did pull the matriarch card. But like I said, there's some of you guys that I read for a lot that I know your person. When they come through, they show me something specific. She also did not pull a lot of cards. Okay. She didn't pull a lot of cards. Very straightforward, very straight to the point, very straight to blah, 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 blah. Doesn't mince words. Like, yeah. But with her, so there's some inner power here with her. Like, you didn't say no. If she told you to do something, you didn't say no. What's up with the bowl? What's up with the bowl? Is it her bowl? Because she brought me back to the bowl. There's something I'm not getting. So I assume it's hers. Because like I said, she brought me back to the bowl. And then she brought me back to the situation with feeling overwhelmed, like damn if you do, damn it if you don't, and then just to plow right through it. So I don't know if that makes sense to you either, because she, sorry, I am that person that if I feel like there's a ridge in my fingernail, I can't handle it. I love you so much. So the situation, there is no right answer. There is no right answer. No matter what you do, it's not going to be the right answer. Did you not know her very well? She doesn't really want to show me anything about how she looks. That, or she just didn't like attention in that aspect. Forgot to put my propel on the ground, and then I knocked it over. Because it's like she doesn't really want to show me a lot about how she looks. So with her, you knew her very well. Okay. So was she one of those people that was really private with it? Like, not private with that. She was one of those people. Yeah. She wasn't very, yeah. Because she just wants to talk about this situation. So I have a feeling also that when she was here, she would have been like, do this, do this, do this, do this. She would have given you, okay, I'm going to say she would have given you advice, but it would have been told you how to do this. But it's funny. It's like, it's not in a mean way. It's not in malice. It's just, this is how you handle this. It's interesting. So I don't know. What she showed me was it's almost like a triangle thing. Okay. There's one side and the other side, and it's like butting heads. And no matter which side you pick, you're wrong. So like if you pick this side, this one's gonna be mad. If you pick this side, this one's gonna be mad. And if you don't pick a side, like you can't not pick a side. So it's literally, I think you're stressing over it like a crazy amount. And you can't see that you can literally just go straight down the middle and plow through it. But the other aspect here is that, okay, what's up with this? Because I felt this weird, it's like in here behind my face. It's a really interesting pain. And I only felt it for a moment when I was concentrating on her. I was like, I need a little bit something else. You know what I mean? But it's right in here behind my cheekbone. So I don't know if she had really bad sinus issues or if she had really bad, like, her eyes were bad. Like there's a lot of pain because it's literally, it's almost like it sits like this. It's weird. It's not. So I have a migraine. I've had a migraine for a couple of days. It is not my normal migraine pain. Like I know the difference, and I'm going to put it in air quotes like that because whenever they're making me feel something to pass on to you guys, it's a completely different feel to it. But yeah, it's just specifically right here. I don't understand that. Or is that somebody in your house got cut or got something, has sinuses or something going on? Because it's specifically right here. So again, like I was saying with the situation, whatever this is, where she's just saying she was blind. Oh, okay. Did she complain about it in her face right here a lot? I'm glad that made sense to you. I was like, I don't know what this feeling is. I don't know what that feeling is. So, with the situation with plowing right through, that's the only thing you can do right now is to literally plow right through. There's no right or wrong. You just have to go forward. So yeah. Was it right there? I mean, specifically on the right side. And is he okay? Oh, I forgot I had this in there. And so I went to do that and I thought I pulled one of my earrings off. I had a mini panic attack. I was like, oh no, I don't want to lose my earring. Yeah, it's literally just going straight forward. There's no picking a side. It's just moving straight forward is what the message I'm getting from it. Like she just kept showing it to me. What she was showing me was like a triangle shaped sword almost. And that there's one side and then there's the other side. And the only thing you can do is literally go straight through the middle because there is no right or wrong with it. You're going to be right and you're going to be wrong no matter what you do. So go for it. Just move forward. Does that make sense, Kathy? So. Miss Carrie Beeman. So I have Carrie, Tilly, Rayma, and Leanne. Exactly. Are your boys fighting like cats and dogs? Is that what's up? You're welcome, love. I'm glad that I didn't see the porch again. Not that I don't mind seeing the porch, but at the same time, I'm glad I could pull someone different for you too. All right, Carrie, there you are. I was going to say, let me know if you're there or here. Here, there, here. Real. All right, then. Okay. Let me refresh my list, make sure I've got everybody here. So, Miss Carrie. This guy right here pulled some I like when they know that I'm like a little tired. It's so sweet because they're like, well, let's do the message first and then you can work backwards. It's really sweet. And he's kind of being that way. So what he wanted me to point out was the end card is protection. The next card is fear. So fear and protection. So and with yours, I don't know that it's about a specific situation because he kind of makes me feel like this is just an overwhelm of fears. Does that make sense? It's just like everything. It's just like this humongous sphere that just keeps getting bigger. But with him in general, he's a protector. He's there to make sure everything's okay. He's making me want to sit up straighter too. So I don't know if he told you to sit up straight all the time or what, but he's making me sit up straight. He's a little harsh. I'm not going to lie. He's a little harsh, a little gruff, not in a malicious way. Just, hey, do this. Hey, do this. Hey, do this. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Like he's just gruff. And then he showed me when I said that, it's like he felt like I was making fun of him or something. And so I saw him sit back like this and put his arms up like this. So I get the feeling he's kind of a bigger dude because when he did that, like he put his arms like this up on top of his chest. You know, most people cross their arms like right here. Well, I really can't either way because but he crossed them up here. It's really funny. And now I got to see white beard, glasses. Yeah. Wire. So I'm waiting for Carrie's comments to pop back up to see if she understands what I'm saying. So with him, I'm just going to keep going and I'll pay attention to see if your comments pop up here. I don't think it's frozen, but it could be anyway because, you know, it is TikTok. So with him, aside from, oh, there you go. Well, what's the last thing you heard? I was like, it's usually Carrie's kind of on the ball with things. So I'll tell you the last few things I said since I saw your last comment. So somebody being super gruff. Just he made okay. That's the last thing you heard. He's very plain about it. Do this, do that. You know what I mean? And then when I said that, and I said I don't think that he's doing it maliciously. He's just very gruff about it, very straightforward with things. I think he thought I was making fun of him, or I don't know what it was, but he literally sat back in his chair and put his arms up over his chest like this, just like that. It's really funny. But then he showed me like white beard. He showed me glasses. I have a feeling that they're either wire rimmed or they're smaller, but they're round. And small, I don't mean like that. I mean the rim. There we go. The rim. And then he grinned at me. So that's kind of funny. So with the grin, with the beard, when he grins, the beard kind of goes out in a way right there too. So apparently he has some interesting, like some bigger cheekbones or whatever, because when he grins, the whole beard comes out like that. It's really funny. I have a feeling that he got a little bit lighter with his personality as he got older, because it's like once I mentioned the cheeks, he kind of laughed a bit and kind of like lightened up a bit. So with the situation, let me ask you this, because that's what got him to start telling me a few things. With the situation I was talking about, with this fear, this isn't just like a normal, the world's on fire fear. This is like a different type of fear within you. And it's like a little bitty thing, and it just keeps getting bigger. Like I see this little ball, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Do you have panic attacks? Because I keep feeling like you've been on the verge of one a few times, thinking about this fear. And I see a few people that are saying TikTok is acting up. So I'm sorry, guys. It's probably going to continue to act up if it's doing it now. Okay. So he's worried about that. Like he's worried about you starting to have more panic attacks, because he specifically pointed that out to me. Whatever this fear is, that is, I was waiting till I really figured that the dogs would bark. Sorry about that. Whatever that fear is that keeps growing like that, like he's worried about it. And what's funny is I feel like he would tell you not to worry about it, not to stress or whatever. But at the same time, he knows that it's a legit concern. So he understands that you cannot not worry about it. What's up with eggs? What's up with the eggs with you? I don't know if it's that you keep seeing them, or you've had a fascination with the egg videos, the egg cleanses. I don't know what it is, but there's something with eggs that he keeps showing me eggs. I mean, I will say eggs are very protective in general, but he keeps showing me eggs. Thank you, guys. Y'all are so sweet. I'm waiting for Carrie to pop back up here. TikTok probably threw her out again, because apparently it's just going to throw everybody out tonight. Gonna take some missing. Ugh. Okay. Did you have an allergic reaction lately? Is that what it is? Because he specifically was pointing them out to me. Like he specifically pointed the eggs out to me. And I think it's interesting that he gave me such a specific thing, and you didn't recognize him. Doesn't really mean anything, but okay. Goodness, girl. I am lucky that I don't have any kind of allergies like that, but I have friends that do, that have to carry EpiPens and stuff. My ex-husband had to carry an EpiPen, so I am sorry. And it's almost everything has eggs in it anymore, so I am so sorry, girly. So is that what you've been, that's not the fear though, is it? Because I was trying to pull those two together. That's not the fear. So I'm curious if you had someone pass away when you were younger that you didn't get to know very well that might look exactly like that. Well, thank you, Army Wife, for the love. It's about your oldest son. Okay, I was like, I didn't think it was the egg thing. I think the egg thing was a way of connecting that. Yeah, he really does know you. So okay. Okay. I wish I could say more about the fear aspect. I mean, like I said, it's acknowledging that fear, and it's your stepdad. Because what's funny is it's like you already know that he kind of watches out and protects, but with him, it's a different type of protecting. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's a different type of guy where a lot of, bigger guys would just brute force protect something. But with him, he's really intelligent. Like, but when I say really intelligent, like, he's very quiet with it. Like, I bet that he could probably make the best insult ever to someone just thinking for just a second longer than, normally if you're talking to somebody and they're like, oh, yeah, well, blah, blah, blah. He would pause for a minute and then say, oh, well, blah, blah, and literally like just fling you in your place. So it's kind of interesting with that. It is a legit fear, and he is there trying to help out as much as he can. I keep seeing things being deflected. Does that make sense? Like him reaching up and going boop, boop, like pushing things out of the way with this fear. So I don't know what the fear is with your son, but I keep seeing things being deflected, like him reaching up and doing that, like pushing things away. So know that he physically is doing everything he can to bat things away as much as he can. I also feel like this is not going to last a crazy long amount of time either. And I don't know if that made sense to you, but I mean, it's still going to last just a little bit. I would say probably 6 months or so. And then after that, that fear is going to subside. I know no one wants to hear that they got to deal with this fear for 6 months, but yeah, that makes sense, Miss Carrie. And I know you're on my list, so you're going to get an email from me, just so you know. All right, Miss Tilly, you ready? Thank you, guys. You're so sweet. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. Y'all are so sweet. I actually had my hair pulled up before this, and I thought I probably better take it down. It's going to give me a really good headache. Well, okay. Well, this lady has a sense of humor. Okay. Because when I pulled these cards and I'm like looking, going through and I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that. She pulled this beautiful bright pink card, like very playful. And she pulled the lucky card on the end. And then I was looking at this other card here. It talks about the lower world. And I literally heard I've been through the depths of hell, like in this funny way. It's really, really hilarious. So I'm looking to see Tilly if you're on TikTok or on YouTube, but it's like she's fucking hilarious. Like, like I said, that's what I heard. I've been through the depths of hell. Like, she's funny. Okay, I'll wait for you to get on YouTube then, Tilly. I'll wait for her to pop up before I say anything else. I hope y'all can hear Zeus drinking so you know that he has to drink dog water. Do you hear that? Sometimes, guys, I have no idea how a dog that weighs about 3 pounds can be as loud as he is. I'm serious. He eats loud. He drinks loud. He snores loud. Like, I can be sitting here and have music on and a speaker at my face, and I can hear him snoring on the couch. I can hear him snoring in my bed. Like, he is the loudest fucking dog, I swear. Okay, sorry, Miss Tilly. Zeus is a 3.5 pound Chihuahua who is like an elephant in a china closet. I mean, he's just loud as shit, but I love the fuck out of him. So, okay, Miss Tilly. So I don't know if you heard my joke that she said, but she literally makes a joke at almost everything. She is super sarcastic, but like super, super funny at the same time. Like super, super funny at the same time. And I have a feeling a lot of times the sarcasm, like you didn't know if she was joking or if she was being serious with the sarcasm because it was that level. But she's also lucky as shit. Like she used to just find money or things would just drop into her lap. And so she used to find shit all the time. But she's like super in tune, super. Okay, so here's what she just showed me was when I said super in tune. I saw like literally walking down a sidewalk and sidestepping for some reason. And then in sidestepping, it's like one of those things where I don't feel like something fell, but something happened right where she sidestepped. Like, I don't know if there's a hole, I don't know what it is because someone behind her steps right in it. Like that kind of luck. She would skirt a hole and someone would step in it. She's very elegant. She's very boho, you know, like not overly boho, but just that lady that when you look at her, you're like, oh my God, that lady's cool as shit. So I'm trying to get her to give me a little more. And she keeps showing me. So I have these like really lightweight wraps that like I can't wait for it to be fall again so I can fucking wear them because it's 900 degrees outside. But she showed me this. It's almost a wrap, but it's really light tan and it has these huge flowers on it like this. And at first I thought the flowers were tan too, but I think the flowers are red. You don't know? So I'm trying to get her to give me like hair color and so on. Like the personality and everything that's coming out is like insanely awesome. Like I absolutely want to know this lady. So who's Sarah? Because I was just told to ask about Sarah. Well, aren't you an interesting person to pop into my live? So let me just pause right here. Real the Blue Bodhi. Let me tell you guys, if you could, let's take a pause. Please go report that account. It is obviously not me if you're on my live while I'm doing some readings. That would be someone who's stealing my content, stealing my face, stealing my photo, stealing my trademarked material. So if you would, please pause right now and go report that person for me. I would appreciate it. I made sure to screenshot. So, yeah, that was funny. I'm so good that I was able to come into my own live and comment. Wow. Wow. So, anyway, you don't know a Sarah. Okay. I don't know. That's what I was told to ask about with Sarah. So I was like, all right, then. I'm kind of floored. Like, I'm legit floored right now at that. Even if you're just randomly scrolling through, you know what I mean? Scrolling through lives and whatever, or maybe they clicked on my thing to get more follow. I don't know what the hell, but like I'm kind of flabbergasted right now. I'm like, are you stupid? There's like 160 people in here. Okay, I digress. Let me go back up here because I saw that Tilly said something while I got sidetracked there. Oh. There we go. Well, my kids come back in, I guess. Thank you guys for reporting them because that was a little insane. Thank you for the gifts, guys. There you are. I thought it was you that made the comment. I scrolled back up and it wasn't. So that little bitty woof, that's Zeus. That little loud ass bark, that would be Zeus. So yeah. Yeah, they're kind of a pain in the butt. Thank you, Sloth. I appreciate that. Zeus, come here. Come here. Yeah, that's the loud dog right there. All right. He's a mess. All right. Let me reconnect with this lady. What's awesome is she has a great personality, so she's not frustrated at all. She thinks it's funny. Oh, did they get yours barking? I'm so sorry. Oh, girl, that's a lot of dogs. Oh, my God. Yeah, don't look at his eyes. He's got like some bad allergy eyes right now. So, yeah. He's absolutely a mess, though. So, yeah, this is the one that drinks that loud. He's, yeah. Yeah. So, Miss Tilly, let me do the same thing with you that I did with Renee, because as I'm trying to reconnect to her, I can't. Like, it's just gone. So, let me do with you what I did with Renee and just, it could have been, I don't know. I heard the name Sarah, but like I said, it could have been. Like, I wouldn't say 100% that it was that other name. So, does that make sense? So let me move you as well. Or I'm happy to send your money back to you, whatever you want to do, sweet pea. Because she came through like nice and strong. I got Zeus hair in my eyeball now. She came through like nice and strong, like bam, 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 bam. But then with everything, it's just nothing. So that doesn't help me. You know what I mean? And it doesn't help you either. So let me know what you would like to do. If you'd like me to put you on for my next, I'll probably do one next weekend. If you'd like me to put you on for next weekend, or if you would like me to just shoot your money back. So, oh, well, let me know what you'd like to do, sweetheart, and we can go and we can redo or whatever you want to do, because I don't feel like, well, I know I can't get her back. So yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of people that are using my content. And same on Instagram, and there's even some next weekend. I got you, Miss Tilly. Now there's like, hey, you're fine, Zeus. You're fine. I'm gonna write you down so I don't forget. It's just somebody across the hall. Yeah, it could also be another person next weekend. Or if it's the same lady, maybe she'll actually give me better information. Oh, it's okay. Here, why don't you hop down, sir? All right. Well, Miss Rama, where are you at, love? The dog said no. That's so funny. Oh, they may have got you on accident, love. Sometimes it's hard to get the right person, and then it's hard to hey, Ray, how are you? It's hard to undo it once you do. So, all right. How are you, Miss Ray? I love my dogs. At the same time, I'm like, guys, it'll be all right. Okay. There's a whole bunch of birds of prey here, eagles and hawks and so on. Like the eagle popped out first, but I noticed the birds of prey in particular. I don't know what got them excited. Like, there's probably somebody that came up the stairs outside and they decided to like, bah, 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 bah. So yeah. Good morning in Slovenia. How are you? So that's the first thing that I got pointed to was the birds of prey. With this guy in particular, Ray, I just got pointed to the fact that he has a white face. It's really funny, especially right in here. Okay, so here's what I saw. It's like he has kind of a wider cheekbones, wider temple, you know what I mean? But I think it got more prominent. Something is sunk in here. So I don't know if he, just I don't feel like it's sickness. I feel like he died pretty old. And so, when you get older, I mean, you lose some of this. It's just really funny that I got pointed to that fact right away. Hair wise, what he's showing me is it's like snow white. And it's thin on the top, and there's like, I mean, it doesn't hang down. I'm trying to figure out the best way. it's almost wispy forward, not thick at all. I kind of have the feeling he used to do this with his hair, because I feel I want to do this. Like, I want to pat his head. I want to rub his head like that. Rub his hair, move his hair out of the way, like fix it a little bit. Like, this is somebody that just does not give up at all. Did you used to do that to his head with his hair? Because like, I keep wanting to do it. I don't know why. Like, I keep wanting to like fix his hair. So here's what I'm curious about, because the fact that he will not give up on anything, like, he was stubborn. If he set his mind to it, like, I bet you guys even joked that he would never pass away because he was so stubborn and he just decided he wasn't going to. You played beauty shop. That is so cute. Oh my God. I used to do that with my grandpa too. That is so cute. So what's the bird of prey symbolism? Because he brings me back to that again. And it's like, woo, 6. It's like the wings are up like that, like in a V. The wings are up. I'm assuming it's probably an eagle, which then makes me think military insignia. Because, yeah, the wings are up. Oh, I love Zeus, but I hate Zeus hair in my eyeballs. My eyelashes drives me up the wall. So I'm waiting to see your comment there. I'm also curious about when he passed away, because I feel like this is somebody who passed away when they were old. The other thing I'm curious about is height, because he shows me something specific, kind of tall and thin. He had an eagle painting. Is that what you think of when you think of him? I thought I've gotten this damn hair, but I guess I didn't. And now it's like really poking me. I probably should have just left it and it would have come out. Because the bird of prey symbolism just kept popping up. So with him in particular, he makes me think that he's tall and thin. Not tall or not thin. Or he didn't pass away when he was old. I guess I should say that. Here's what he's showing me. He's showing me, it's almost like he feels like wasting away, or feels like he was wasting away, I guess, if that makes sense. But he's also exaggerating it. He's exaggerating it to me. There's a wheelchair and a hospital bed, but they're empty. They're just like sitting next to each other. So the other aspects, the other things he's showing me, he showed me a bunch of strawberries. And now I want strawberries. Thanks. So does it ping with anybody else? Because Like these are specific things. I mean, the wheelchair and the bed aside, the other things are specific. So what I'm curious too, I'm trying to understand what he's showing me. Because at first I thought it was like a field, but I don't know what kind of plants these are. The leaves are real wide and they come up like that. And it's not corn because they're not tall. They're bright green. So I don't know what these plants are, but it's literally like they're wide, big wide leaves at the bottom and then up. With him as well, he had memory issues because it's like I can see bits and pieces. So when I have someone that comes through that has memory issues, is that what okra looks like? Like I've never paid attention to okra plant. It's been a long time since I've seen one. Whenever I have someone come through that has memory issues, they'll start showing me things and then it gets very choppy and I just see like the leaf, you know what I mean? Like that was specific, but it didn't show me the whole plant. Like if I'd seen an okra pot, I know what okra is. I fucking love fried okra. Like this fat girl loves fried okra. But I would see I just saw the leaf, you know what I mean? And then when I'm trying to focus on other things, it's like things get real blurry. And so, and then it hurts to focus, which tells me that's a memory problem with this person before they passed away. Oh, thank you. Okay. So whatever these plants are, they're on the other side of, I assume this is a driveway. So I don't know if this is a garden or this is like a little field. I don't know what this is, but they're on the other side of a driveway. And the house is, it's, so if I'm standing at the street and the driveway is here, the house is here, and it's like, I don't know if the front door, they just didn't use the front door. They always went in and out the side right there. Yeah, there's not really a porch. There used to be a porch, but there's not a porch anymore. It's just concrete steps. So there's the driveway, and those plants are on the other side. And there's something with those plants that he absolutely hates. It's either he hated going out to pick stuff or he hated dealing with this. Something about the plant, like he just does not like the plants. He doesn't like to deal with them. It's kind of comical, actually. It's almost like in a pouting way, which makes me think that this is probably where it was a chore that he had to do, was to go pick stuff or gather stuff or whatever. So I'm waiting to see if that makes sense to Ray. Oh, there you go. So do you know who this is then, Ray? Hey guys, how are you? Oh, I always joke. I mean, you know, I always joke about my weight. It's funnier than whatever. So I'm waiting to see if Ray recognized any of that. So hey, Stone Queen. But okay, did they have longer leaves on them, real wide? Because I almost feel like there's something sharp on the leaves, or the leaves, or the plant. Something is like, I just hate them. I don't want to be around them. And what's up with the porch? And then I'm curious, They were prickly. Okay. And then I'm curious, have you not thought about him in a while, or has he not appeared to you in a while? Because there's something, it's like, I feel like there's a disconnect, but not really. Does that make sense? It's like there's a disconnect, but he's actually there all the time. Didn't use the front door much. Okay. Because it was weird. At first, I was almost wanting to say the house faced the driveway, but yeah. Okay. So did you go in and out that side door there to the driveway? And then what's the disconnect aspect? Because what's funny is with him, there's not specifically a message. I mean, he's showing me, the cards that he pulled are, that he was very detailed oriented. Okay. I haven't been able to go out there in a long time. That he's very detail oriented, that he had some things in the past that kind of haunted him a little bit that he didn't talk about. And then there is an exposed card there at the end, but I don't feel like that's for you either. It's just, these are things about him. So I have a feeling this is more just to say that I'm here, just checking in. Hi, I'm here. I don't know if maybe you haven't felt him around, or you haven't, I don't know. It's literally just to kind of check in. Like, it's okay. Just check in. I'm just checking in. So when you played Beauty Shop, was it the little,
holy shit,
was it the little, I want to say they're pink. They're pink and blue, but they're the plastic clips that was the whole bow.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Beauty Shop was like pink, green. I think, yeah. Pink, blue, green. And then not yellow, but that shit was my jam.
Apparently, Ray, Ashley knows exactly what things I'm talking about.
Please, let's get that. Because I was all about fucking Beauty Shop, man.
Now Ashley wants to play Beauty Shop, Ray. Thanks.
Please. Now you fucked it up, so that's all we're gonna play. We're getting it tomorrow.
Aww. So for those of you guys on YouTube, Ray said she used to go sit and talk to their headstones. I used to do the same with my family out there, and you always wore the little hair clips. Was it mainly pink and blue?
Stop it.
Because the pink ones are the ones that I see the most, is the light pink color. So yeah.
Stop.
Is that the one? Well, thank you, love. I'm glad that you love watching me. Well, last but not least, I have Leanne. And apparently I was going to sing it a little when I said it. Sorry about that. Pink was your favorite color back then. Apparently my dogs are going to bark again. Sorry, Leanne. It's just loud in here tonight, guys. I'm sorry. It won't be next time, I promise, because I'm going to have a chat with some children's. So, yeah. All right, fine. So this guy pulled a lot of really interesting cards, but I don't think they're about him. So let's start with that, okay? Because the cards here at the end are really going through a period of grief and then an upheaval. And then those two things causing you to really pay attention to every little detail about life. And I mean like an overloaded amount of detail about life. And then kind of getting this epiphany, this just like epiphany. And apparently it's been a pretty rocky thing. I need you to show me something different, something specific. Okay. So when I said that, here's what I saw. These are big old work boots, and they're worn so much that like they're steel toed. They're worn so much that the toes are black. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this is stain or oil or what, because it's not just normal wear and tear. It's because of the type of work. They are humongous. They are like humongous size. They are humongous feet. But I have a feeling they have like a, you know how some work boots at the top, they have like a cushioned area and they have the hole where you can pull them on. They're not cowboy boots, they're work boots, but it's like there's a puffy edge around the top. That's, I want to say it's black because it's a different color than the boots. Does that make sense, Leanne? I want to know if that makes sense, and then I'm going to tell you the other things I saw. Because when I said I need something specific, that's what I saw. Hey, gal, how are you? Okay. So then I need you to show me something else. So I saw that, I guess I'm at a lake, maybe a river, but I think it's a lake because it's a pretty wide body of water. I mean, I can see the other side, but I think it's a lake. Okay. Yeah, I digress. But like specifically what I'm seeing is I'm standing, there's this huge rock that comes out and it's really flat. And the rock sits about maybe this high, somewhere in there, depending on the water, above the water. But it's like, this is where we sit and we dangle our legs over and either just sit there and fish or sit there and talk. But it's like the spot we always go to. And there's boats going by. Like, it's a specific place. I think I'm seeing like a memory specifically because when I'm sitting here, it's like I'm standing about to walk down onto the rock. And this is a humongous rock. And it's like, as I'm standing there about to walk down there, and I've got, I assume probably a tackle box because I've got a handle in my hand. There's like, it's a white and red boat that comes by. I want to say it's a speedboat because it's a really interesting looking boat, like one that was pointed out. It was really interesting. Okay, so the box I'm carrying, the handle is white, and it's like it's like that old Tupperware yellow. Y'all know what color I'm talking about? That like old school, like 60s Harvest Gold yellow. I don't know if it's just a super old tackle box or what, but that's the color. That's the color I'm seeing. So does that make sense? Okay. The reason I wanted to see something different is because like right off the bat, I saw the fish carved. So like, just like with Kathy and stuff, it's like, I need something different, something to tell Leanne. So there's an air of concern about this path here. Not bad. Does that make sense? Okay. Let me back up because I said it incorrectly. It's not so much that there's an air of concern about the path. There's an air of concern about what's around the path. What's around you currently. You're on a path you're supposed to be on. What's up? What is there? Is there bullshit going on with your ex-husband? And I don't mean just a little bullshit. I mean like some deep bullshit. Because it's like spilling over is what I see. It's just literally spilling over. Okay. So he's concerned about it spilling over because what he showed me was like, here's you on your path. And there's like this, it's almost a bubble that's come up all the way, but the bubble's not, you know how like some of the football arenas and stuff like that, they have an opening in the top, you know what I mean? Like they come all the way up and they have an opening. It's like that. And it's like the bullshit is kind of doing this and it's almost, it can almost get in to that top. Like you've almost got your protections in place solid like this, but it's like coming up the side. Okay. And he's worried about that. So with this drama, whatever it is he's doing with that drama, there's a part that has to get closed. Does that make sense? There's a part with you that needs to just be closed. That door needs to be closed because once that door is closed, the rest of that bubble, zoop, like that. And nothing he does is going to get in. Does that make sense? Because I see him like liquid up against this and it's sloshing in a little bit because you haven't shut the hatch. You haven't shut the door all the way. So once you shut the door all the way, there's no more, he's not getting in. He's not getting in. So he just showed me a little kid in black shorts and like it's a tank top, and I want to say it's got like red around the sleeves and the collar, and I don't know if the it's stripes. Maybe it's black and white. I don't know. Maybe it's two different colors. The stripes are either big or it's like a block, but he's got on little cowboy boots too. Who's that? He has short hair. And I don't think, and don't take that as a warning about whoever this kiddo is, but it's just acknowledging that he's there, that he's watching, because apparently this is a new outfit. I love when TikTok freezes. It makes me happy, not. Waiting for Leanne to answer. So, does he have short hair? Raven on TikTok or on YouTube said the yellow color of Tupperware. I don't like it a lot. So I'm curious, Leanne, because he's showing me short hair. So either he is about to get a haircut or just did get a haircut, but it's a little short. Oh, gotcha. So do you think about your dad a lot with this one in particular? With the grandson? Because there's a tie there, like he's always watching. Extremely short. Okay. Because he kept doing this, like pointing at the hair, like making sure I pointed the hair out. So yeah. And with him as well, aside from that message about the bullshit with the ex-husband and so on, that's really about it. And then just a quick check-in, like, hi. But he did want me to acknowledge that he's paying attention around the grandson. So if there's, for some reason, I feel like he needed me to repeat that to you. So I don't know if there's something that you're worried about or you've been stressing about with the grandson or whatever, when he's not, where you can keep an eye on him. It was kind of to acknowledge that he's there all the time with him. So hopefully that makes you feel better about whatever it is you're stressing about with him, because I mean, he specifically made sure that I acknowledge that. So yeah. Leanne's good. She's on YouTube and TikTok. So I'm curious if you understood why he pointed him out again to me. Does that make sense? Thank you. Okay, good. I'm glad. So I do want to know what's up with the rock, with the lake, because he pointed that out to me again. Was that his favorite fishing spot? My nose is itching really bad. Somebody's talking about me. If you guys would like to get a reading from me, then all you have to do is go to my link tree to my site and grab yourself a ticket for one of my next lives. I do this professionally. I do it for a living. So y'all, this is how I'm able to do what I do, is to charge for it. It's just like any other service. I've been reading for a very long time. I've been reading professionally since 2014. And when I say professionally, I don't just mean for friends and family. I mean, on humongous websites like Purple Ocean and so on. I've realized lately, according to some of my mods, that I might be almost expert status in some things. Used to go there all the time. Okay. He just wanted to make sure I pointed it out again. So that's really sweet. Well, with that, guys, let me unmark Tilly again there. So with that, guys, I am going to get off of here because now I have been reading for about about 3 hours. So I'm going to eat some dinner and relax. And then I have a wedding script to write. I'm marrying a couple in the LGBTQ plus community here in Tulsa tomorrow, and I'm super excited. So I'll be doing that about 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So if you guys would like to send some love out into the world for them, for me, for you, for anybody, please do so, because yeah. And if you guys need to find somebody in the Tulsa area that will marry you, no matter who you are, who you love, whatever, if I can, I will. And if I come to your area, if you catch me enough in advance, then I'm happy to help you too. I just need advance notice so I can file with whatever courthouse is there. But there you go, guys. I love doing weddings. I've been doing them since 2013. So I absolutely love doing weddings. I can't help it. Something about it makes me happy. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys on YouTube go, and I will see you later on YouTube there.